Kelly, and this is Round Trip with Colleen Kelly, your go-to podcast for unforgettable travel stories, top tips, and all the adventures you've been waiting for. And I'm excited to introduce my next guest, my producer, who's incredible, Megan Kudla, and she went to Rome. So, Megan, can you pop on here and talk to us about your Rome trip? Because I just have to live vicariously through you. Why did you go to why Rome? And like, what was it like?
Yeah, well, it's fun to be on this side of things, so
Yeah.
thanks for having me on, Colleen.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, so I am currently living in Spain, and it's, of course, a goal of mine to explore as much of the countries around me, as well as Spain, of course, as possible. And I went on a girls' trip. I had a good friend come on over. It was her, me, and my girlfriend, my other girlfriend, my roommate. We all went on a fun girls' trip to Italy. We had never been to Rome, which was crazy to me because I feel like I've been so many places and Rome is so iconic,
Yeah.
so I was super excited to get there. Um, but we went on a super we were so lucky to go on this like specific trip because Minor Hotels Collection has this Chic in Italy kind of Italy trip package going on right now, and we did the specific like Rome, a taste of the Rome leg of it. So that's what I want to talk to you about today because it was super, super fun.
Okay, so how did you find this, and what was the package that they offered?
Okay, yes. So it was Minor Hotels Collection. It's called the Chic in Italy Set Jet
Mm.
Stays package. And right now it's going on, like I said, but it's only through June 2026. So this is kind of like if you have a last minute opportunity to go on vacation and you're thinking, oh, I want to hit up the iconic, let's go to Rome, let's do it and
Yeah.
have a fun girls getaway. This is it. Basically, the whole thing is 6-night journey. It's 2 nights Rome, 2 nights Venice, 2 nights Milan. So I know on last episode you talked about Venice, so you kind of experienced.
Yes, Venice is beautiful. 2 nights is a great time, like, great amount of time to go there as well.
Have you been to Milan?
Yes, I have, but it was
Okay.
work related. But, I felt very, like, not fashionable because so many people wear so many incredible outfits in Milan.
Great.
Yeah, I have been, but so this was 2, 2, 2. So you did the 6 nights in these 3 different iconic cities.
I only did Rome, but the
Oh,
whole package, and what's nice is you can like with this whole kind of package stay, you can pick and choose and you don't have to do all three. I think if you're planning to do a huge Italy trip, go for all three. But I just did the
and
Rome.
how was Rome?
Well, first of all, it was so gorgeous. I felt like it was like a place you could spend so much time in because it's never ending. It's the history
Yeah.
and the culture is just it, it's crazy because you're walking down the street and of course there's modern shops and luxury type shops and um at the same time there's Roman ruins like right
Yeah,
next
it's
door.
it's confusing, isn't it? And Vespas everywhere.
Yes, investors
Yeah.
everywhere. It's a really, really beautiful city with just so much history and culture that you can stay for a while. But if you're only doing 2 nights, I think the specific hotel that this Chic in Italy package comes with was great, great hotel. It was the Now. It's NHOW, but it's pronounced Now. The Now
Okay.
Roma.
Okay, cool.
It's part of the Minor Hotels collection. Um, I thought it was beautiful. It just got renovated recently. It's been around for a while, but newly renovated since September of last year, so 2025. And honestly, really great for a girls' getaway because it was super, exactly as the title of the package says, chic.
Mm.
It kind of plays off of pop culture. It takes like the history, like the ruins, the statues, all that, but kind of plays with that and gives it all a modern twist. So when
Oh.
you walk in, it feels very cool and fun. So I think it's like a perfect place to feel luxurious and high end with your girlfriends, but then you can go out and see the history and dive into the culture. So you kind of have that fun balance when you're visiting Rome.
So Rome is kinda like New York, it's huge. Where was this located?
It is huge, but I feel like Rome is very walkable. I had a friend who had been there before me who said that, and I totally get it. although it's sprawling and there's so much to see, you can get around on foot. This hotel, the nHow Roma, was located not too far a walk from the Spanish Steps. It was near the famous gardens, the Borghese Gardens, right by that. So good location. On the first night, my friend and I did walk down to the Spanish Steps, and then we walked to the Trevi Fountain. So
Oh, I've done that. So it was that close. That is a beautiful location.
like, I mean, it's a nice stroll, so, like, it took us an evening to kind of get through, but
Yeah.
it's definitely doable if you're a walking type person.
And what was the hotel like
Like
inside?
I said, it was very, like, colorful, bright, modern, has everything you need. Um, we were definitely welcome to a room that was fun and cozy. You know, there's the classic mini bar. We had a little, towel and
I saw
slippers.
robes. I saw
Yeah,
robes that you
robes,
posted.
that's what I meant. Yeah, we had a
Robes
little
are always so great.
so wonderful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So all the things that you need. You can get breakfast, so they have like a buffet. Some rooms come with it. If you're staying separately, you might have to add that on, depending on the room you're staying in. With this specific Chic in Italy package, breakfast comes with all the hotels you stay in. So pay a price for the whole package, and then you get breakfast every morning at each hotel you stay in.
I think that, not to interrupt you, but I think that's huge. Because it used to be that every hotel in Europe provided breakfast. Now that's of course changed. And breakfast there in Europe, was it a beautiful breakfast? Because they seem to like really do it up. It's not like United States.
No, I mean, it was your, kind of buffet style where you go down in the morning, and
Right.
of course it was beautiful. Like, there were, your dessert sections, and then your tea
Yes.
station, and they had many coffee stations, which I loved. I have to have my coffee in the morning before I
Yeah.
go to the Roman Forum.
Yeah.
So beautiful. And then they also did have a restaurant which is going to be open. I think it actually maybe has just opened to the public recently. It's called Ludo, and it's kind of a Italian American fusion.
Mm.
Got to try that too, and that was really fun. Kind of modern, again, modern twist on your Italian classics.
Oh, I love it. Was it good?
Yeah, it was very tasty, very good. Was able to sit down with my friend. We had a glass of wine. We got some appetizers. She got some spaghetti. I got a very Roman dish.
Mm.
I forgot what it was called. It was the saltimbocca, I think it's pronounced, which
Okay,
is
what is that?
this Roman dish. It's a veal dish,
Okay.
which is very like popular there. So yeah, so I think they try to bridge new flavors and new ideas to what is classic to Italy and to Rome.
So this hotel was a really good option for you, because I think it's confusing going to Rome. Like, where do you stay? Again, it's a big city,
Mhm.
and what's confusing about Rome to me, like you just mentioned, is there's all these, there's beautiful, historic, what's the word I'm looking for? Um,
Sites and
thank you. Yes, sites, and then you've got a major city like surrounding it. It
yeah,
like the
yeah, it's
Colosseum.
that dichotomy, but it's fascinating, and
Yeah.
I think it can please every type of traveler in that way, because if you're really into history, you're gonna get all of that.
Yeah.
If you like shopping and
Oh,
glamour, Rome also feels has that and feels like that too. So I think it's a city for anyone, to
yeah.
visit.
Do you
Because of
think
course
2 days, 2 nights was long enough? Because I feel like that's not long enough for that's all
it
you had, but
I feel like it was a good amount of time to experience the city and hit the big sites. But of course, I'm definitely a person who likes to take things slow. So of course, I'm going to recommend, yeah, stay longer if you can. I think 2 to 4 days is great in a type of city like that. I think for this specific, like, chic in Italy stay with minor hotels, the 222 6 nights is kind of nice for
mhm.
someone who wants to get a little taste of all the big cities. So again, that's Rome, Venice, Milan. Obviously, there are more wonderful big Italian cities. You can't
Uh,
do it all in one trip. But if you want a taste of those big ones, I think 2 nights in each place is fantastic.
yeah, I think it's great, and you can see did you see the Colosseum?
Of
Like
course, of
right,
course.
right. But, I mean, there's only so many things you can see, like, the Vatican's great, but that's probably a whole 'nother day, to
Right,
go
we
see.
did do that in another day, you're right. We had, like, a whole afternoon where we went just to the Vatican, which gets your tickets ahead of time, for
Oh,
sure.
you did do that. You did
Mhm.
do the Vatican. Okay. So oh, yes, did you get your tickets online?
Yes, that and the Colosseum, and that was interesting because those were the 2 that I knew, like, "Okay, I should get those tickets early."
Yeah.
What I didn't know specifically for the Colosseum is that there are for general tickets, you should be okay, but there are these specific types of tours, like the underground tours or the attic tours that sell out immediately, and they are released 30 days beforehand,
Ooh.
I
Do you
think,
have
or
to
something
be
like
put that in your phone to see if you
Mhm.
can grab that?
Right,
And you
it's
didn't know
pretty
that?
difficult. Yeah, yeah. We just did the regular tour, so, we didn't do that, but, I mean, a pretty cool opportunity if you can get those extra tickets.
And do they limit the amount of people that are, like, tourists? Like, do they sell out as far as if you're gonna see the Colosseum and
I mean,
there's only s
there were big crowds at the Colosseum, so I think the general ticket there's a lot of space that you can roam, so there was a lot of people there, but for
Rome.
yeah, good play on words,
Go ahead,
yes.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for
Mm.
the specific, like, underground tickets, they do have to limit that because I mean, there's just less
So
space.
much. Yeah, yeah, that sounds great. So you really covered a lot in 3 days, 2 nights, I would say.
I didn't even mention though, the what's cool about this whole package with the hotels, with Minor Hotels Collection, is that each hotel, um, comes with one activity that's paired to the city's vibe and their culture and their history. So
What is that?
yeah, let me tell you, this is very cool. This is why
Mhm.
it was really exciting to do at least just the Rome trip. I'm sure the rest of it was amazing too. I'll tell you about all of them. Rome comes with a cooking class. So I believe the options are it's 3 hours long, which is so fun. It's ravioli and tiramisu or pizza and gelato. I didn't do that. My friend and I actually did a different option, which was the Fiat 500 tour. So it was, you know, those
Mm.
electric Fiat 500
Yes.
cars? It's like the
Yes.
local, the
The
classic.
cars.
Mhm. So we drove around in one with a local tour guide for about the same time, 3 hours.
Oh my gosh. You dro and he drove you all around, so he probably drove really fast because he's from Rome.
It was so fun. It was so fun. Um,
Wow.
I have to
It was
say
like a local person that just took you. Okay, tell me about this, keep going.
no, it was fantastic, and, like, you can for those who want to do the package, I believe you can do both, I think, the cooking class and the tour. It's just maybe an add-on for to do extra excursions, but the
Okay.
fact that they have these options and make it easier for you to book is kinda cool, but because I wouldn't have known. This was with, a company that takes people around the city and does a really specific tour for you and the people you're with because we had someone named Francesco. It was so the name of the
Good.
company is like Facile. So for an Italian pronunciation, I would say facile, maybe like facile if you're doing like an American
Yeah,
pronunciation.
facile,
Facile
facile.
tours. We had Francesco take us around, and he asked us, "Where have you been?" And this was towards the end of our 2 days. So we told him, "Well, we've been to the Colosseum, we went around the Spanish Steps," and he took that all in. He said, "Okay, great." And he kind of customized the tour for us. So when it came to the Colosseum, he was able to talk to us more in depth about things that we hadn't already learned. And then we said we hadn't been to this square or that square. So he specifically made a point to go to the squares we hadn't been to, and he stopped. He let us walk around. He asked us if we'd been in certain churches, and we said no. So he gave us time to go out and see or go into the churches and spend some time there. And then he was blasting music. He was waving to people he knew in the streets. It was so fun and personal and energetic. And what a beautiful way to end our 2 days in Rome. It was so fun, Colleen.
Do you have any v do you have, like, can you show people, like, the what that looked like? Because that's incredible. But was it open? Like, the Fiat was open? Like
Yes. So there was a threat of rain when we went. So they have
okay,
cars that do have covers. And it was slightly cold because we went in November?
okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
November.
so
Um, But the rain held off for us. We did swap it for the open air car,
Yeah,
which
for sure. In Italy? Yes.
and he gave us pillows and blankets, and we
Oh.
snugged up in there. But we did get the open air experience, which I would highly recommend.
And was he, like, waving to his neighbors? Because I think they all know each other over there. They're like, "Francesco, Arturo," you
Yes,
know, "How was your
exactly.
mother?"
Saying good evening to everyone, and they were like, "Hey," because I think, they see him pass by with people all the time, which is, again, it's just a cool experience as, like, a tourist and someone who doesn't live there, to be in the hands of someone who just knows the streets and the people so well
I
is just a nice touch.
I hope you've got a lot of video on that because that's really an experience.
Yeah,
Like,
actually, I do have, I threw up recently on your socials, so people can go to your socials.
oh, okay, where can they go?
They can go to let me check. I wanna make sure. I think it's, because I wrote an article for your family travel Colleen Kelly site, so it should be on that social media. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you go to at family travel CK, or I'm sorry, family travel Colleen Kelly, you can see pictures of both a video of the now Roma hotel and pictures of the Fiat 500 tour.
What a cool tour. That is really awesome. So I have not talked to Megan about this whole thing. I mean, I knew you went to Rome, but to hear this personally, I would jump in that car because
So
you've
fun.
got well, it's safe because he's obviously been vetted, but you've got a person that's like a local taking you around in a cool Fiat and
So
knows
cool.
how to navigate that traffic in Rome. That's I would never drive in Rome.
Yeah, hands off for you. You can just enjoy. You can see the city,
Yeah.
enjoy the lights, and honestly learn a lot more about the places you will visit or have visited already on your personal trip. And I'm sure also if you're doing the cooking class, that's probably amazing too.
You could probably
I
do
mean,
both. Yeah. Well,
yes,
I think cooking class in Italy is like that sounds incredible. I mean, yeah, you have to do that if you
yeah,
got the time. But the
yeah,
Fiat sounds I mean, we'll just do both actually. Do the cooking and then the Fiat. Sounds amazing.
absolutely.
What a great time you had. That
Yeah,
is
yeah,
awesome. I'm so glad you shared that because
yeah.
I think a lot of people go to Rome and they're like, "What do I do? Where do I stay? It's so big," and they don't know. So now they can stay at this hotel and then take the Fiat and have a cooking class, and it's all there.
It's
It was
it's nice to, again, just kind of be hands off, especially if you are
yeah.
doing a girls trip. Sometimes you don't wanna plan, sometimes you
Yeah.
just want to enjoy, which is why it's cool if you wanna then tack on the other cities and do the full, 6-night thing, which I can tell you about as well. Venice, you can stay at the Avani Rio Novo, and then for Milan, it's the NH Collection Milano City Life. But
Wow.
the Venice, the specific experience that comes with it is a sunrise run. Of course, you can take that at your own pace. You can walk, you can run, but it's with,
What, an actual running sun? Running?
run, jog,
Oh,
walk.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. Or, you can also add on there's an artisan mask making class, and I believe it's with, like,
Mm.
a Hollywood mask maker. They've made masks for Hollywood, so that's
Well,
pretty
they're
cool.
known for Carnival. Remember, like,
Mhm.
whenever you think of Venice, they always have those beautiful masks, and when I
Exactly.
went there, they were all over, so that would be fun. I love the
Yes.
way each thing's different too. You've got the Fiat and the cooking in Rome, and you've got mask making in Venice
Yeah.
and Milan.
Yeah.
What
Oh, well, actually, before I get to Milan, you'll like this because I know that you did this when you were in Venice. You can also do a glass making experience in Murano, the island off of
Oh,
Venice.
yes, that is fun 'cause it's glassmaking is everywhere in Venice.
Right.
Like, now I understand what Murano glassware is, but it is everywhere. So that's fun to try
Yeah.
that once.
But
But, what?
Milan. Milan is different. So Milan, it comes with a cosmetics workshop. So you can make your own because Milan is all about like
Fashion.
and yeah. But you can make your own like lipstick or skincare product, and you can add
Ooh.
on a vintage shopping tour because again, fashion, which could be fun for those gals who want to get out on the streets and maybe buy some clothes or
Oh,
or
yes.
about, like the shopping culture and the shopping history.
Yeah, there's when I went to Milan, like I said, I mean, a long time ago, I couldn't keep up with the women on the streets. And then these women are just going to their grocery store and like they looked incredible. But I guess that's the culture and it's kind of fun to watch all that too. But I'd like a little lesson. A lesson would be helpful. And making lipstick sounds fun. I love the
Doesn't
way
it?
everything's different. Yeah, well, I mean, that I don't do that in my normal life.
Again,
I'm sure you
perfect for
don't.
a girls' trip. Like, when else are you gonna do that?
Yeah,
Like, going to Milan and making your own lipstick, or going to Rome and cooking ravioli, like, I
done.
think it's so fun, and again, you don't have to plan it all out. You can have someone plan it all out for you, and then you
Okay.
just go enjoy.
Yeah,
So
you
I think
just go. It's done. I think that's what we want too. We're so busy with our lives. Like if somebody could plan it for you and it's incredible, like you just had with the Fiat. Yeah, I'd do it. So let's do one together.
let's go, Colleen.
We have to. We'll grab
Should we do
Melissa. Yeah.
should we do, Milan, since you recently went to Venice, I recently went to Rome, so
Sure.
let's do
Yeah,
Milan.
let's do Milan next. I just got to go to the store like Marshall's or TJ Maxx and get some better outfits.
Hey, we can shop there. We can go on the shopping tour and shop there.
Oh, right. That's what they did in that one European vacation. They shopped there. Yeah. All right. Well, Megan, that was awesome. Thank you so much. I lived vicariously through you, which was lovely. And we'll have to go back. I would go to Rome though and do the Fiat thing with this guy because that sounds like a riot.
Oh, and also usually I'm on the other side doing this, so, I have to do it for myself now. I have information down below.
Oh,
So it's the Chic in Italy tour now, through June 2026. It's with Minor Hotels Collection. You can also email them directly. Just make sure you write out Chic in Italy in the subject line, and you can specify what you want. Again, it's kind of customizable. Like I said, I only did the Rome part. You can do
yeah.
all of it.
I think
You
it
can
sounds
add on
awesome.
experiences. So
It
very cool.
sounds great. Great girls trip. Done.
Yes,
Yes. Yeah. That's awesome. That's amazing. I'm like living in Italy right now in my head. So
me too. I want to go back.
I'm starting to get hungry. Just
Yeah, should we have some pasta tonight?
Yeah,
Making
I think
pasta.
I'll have pasta today. Okay, that was great. Megan, where can people find more information though, like about you and your travels if they want to follow you?
Sure. Yes. At Megan dot Kudla. So if
Kudla.
Kudla. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And now she's traveling the world, everybody, because she lives in Spain. So there'll be more trips. Trust
Yes.
me.
I have a lot of Spanish content right now because I'm traveling all around Spain.
You're
So,
a lucky girl. You're living your best life.
well, thanks so much, Colleen. I'm glad to have popped on and
Yeah.
talk a little bit about Rome. It was a
I'm
fabulous
glad
day. So
I love talking about Rome, but I also am glad that everybody's getting to know you too, because we've been together for okay, now 5 or 6 years. How long has it been?
it's like 5 years. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, you've had to deal with me for 5 long years, you poor she's a saint. So yeah, it's great for people to see you too, because she's the magic behind everything. Truly. Truly.
Yeah, we've traveled many places together too. So
And we still like each other.
we can travel more. Let's travel more, Colleen.
Girls trip. Done. All right. Thanks, Megan.
Right, thanks,
Great to see
Colleen.
you again. Yeah. That was so great. I'm so glad you all got to know Megan, who is the magic behind all of this amazing podcast and everything else that we do. So I'm, again, living vicariously through her and this Rome trip and Fiat. So, whole thing. But thanks for listening to Round Trip. For more inspiration, follow us at Round Trip Colleen Kelly on all socials. You can also visit roundtripcolleenkelly.com for more information and travel articles. If you'd like to get in touch with us, also, you can reach us at roundtripcolleenkelly@gmail.com. And finally, if you love what you hear, please follow, subscribe, and leave us a comment here. I would be so thankful for you all to listen for the next one. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time on our next travel adventure.